Everything is fine in California. We have gotten through the hard times and the tough times, and the road ahead is bright, and we did the impossible, and we confounded our critics. I'm not kidding you. California is back. Do I have any more lines? We're going to play some audio, but Jerry Brown, just 24 minutes. How many superlatives did he throw out about how wonderful California now is because the wise bald one raised our taxes? Because I tell you what, it may only be temporary, but raising people's taxes and grabbing $7 billion for them does fill a lot of budget holes, doesn't it?
They might as well have had Renaya Tuiasosopo do this speech. I mean,
that's how phony it is.
This was a barrel full of biosolids.
Oh, a barrel full of biosolids.
I mean, this is like the worst.
He referred to the Bible, the history of California, even quoted an Irish poet.
Yeah, well.
As usual, the befuddling Jerry Brown and the media just loves. They gobble this guy up.
What's wrong with reality? What's wrong with the truth? Why sit there and absorb all his biosolids without stopping and saying, this is nonsense? The state's in the same disastrous condition that it's been in for years. Nothing's changed.
He was so confident that he even brought the brown doggle back. California's high-speed rail has been off the radar for a few months because it's an embarrassment. And he had to win that election with Prop 30, but he's feeling so cocky now. All right, anyway, let's start with clip one about how far we've come.
You, the legislature, did it. You cast difficult votes to cut billions from the state budget.
He's praising
you
them.
Prison spending through an historic realignment. And you reformed and reduced the state's long-term pension liabilities.
Whoa.
I know you can stop it there. I mean, AB 109 he's talking about,
Hold on.
We're finding out there's rising crime rates in many counties and cities, especially property crimes because of these people being loose.
Whoa.
So, he's really...
Wait, cut billions from the state budget? Spending increased by $7 billion this year. They didn't cut spending. They increased spending because they got $7 billion in taxes. So there's $7 billion in spending increases. Anyone going to point? Look in the LA Times tomorrow. See if anybody points that out. You curbed prison spending, historic realignment. What Ken just said. Well, we just told you in detail yesterday. There's many crime waves breaking out all over the place. There's way more property crime, burglaries going on.
Yeah, they're not getting headlines because they're not murders. But it's still, nonetheless, local governments are seeing an increase in these types of crimes because the riffraff is out there more than ever.
There was, 9 murders in Fresno? There was the 4 murders with that Northridge guy in front of the boarding house. What the heck is he talking about here? Yeah, they let out 30,000 prisoners, and now there's many more crimes being committed. God, anybody going to print that? And then reduce the state's long-term pension liabilities? What the heck are you talking about? The state is staggering under hundreds of billions of dollars of unfunded pension liability.
Yeah, the long-term debt is bad. I mean, the year-to-year deficit has been reduced. And by the way, one of the big helpers for that is that the California economy has been recovering the last year or so. There is probably more tax money coming in because people are starting to spend again. They feel a little more confident about the economy. It's got nothing to do with Jerry Brown and the legislature, but they benefit from that. Now, this is all, as you said, biosolids.
The rest of this, you're probably going to drive your car off the road into a ditch.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm issuing like a traffic warning
here.
Yeah. This really, you're going to hit a guardrail.
This is almost a graphic warning for a different reason.
Yeah, that's right. You might want to pull over to the side of the road.
You might want to vomit.
All right.
Projectile style.
Here we go.
Then the citizens of California, using their inherent political power under the Constitution, finished the task. They embraced the new taxes of Proposition 30 by a healthy margin of 55 to 44%.
All right, let's stop it there. Well, two people clap.
Yeah.
About the taxes, I can't say this enough. He didn't change anything. By raising taxes on the wealthy people, you're continuing to make the state more dependent on them. This was the wrong way to go, and that will be proven out. And we don't even know long term how many, quote, wealthy people, $1 million and more, who now have to pay 13.3% of their income to the state of California are going to make decisions like leave.
They're going to do a Phil Mickelson.
34,000 filers out of 14 million, giving 25% of the tax money to Sacramento? That's absurdly out of balance. And the bald wizard did nothing to change that.
All he did is lie to the public to tax other people. and he lied by claiming all the money was going to go to the schools, then they've admitted more than half of it will not go to the schools.
If a virus wipes out those 34,000 people overnight, we are dead. We are finished. This is really short-sighted. Let's continue.
Members of the legislature, I salute you for your courage, for wholeheartedly throwing yourself into the cause.
Oh, my God.
I salute the unions,
Oh!
their members, and their leaders.
Whoa!
You showed what ordinary people can do when they're united and organized.
All right. I'm
Are
jumping.
you okay?
I'm jumping.
Do you need a oxygen tank?
You know,
You're jumping,
you can't
yeah.
open these windows,
No,
can
they're
you?
suicide-proof.
Get me my exit bag.
Because of handle, I think.
want out.
I salute the unions.
I salute the unions. I salute the
Biosolids.
Oh,
I salute the unions.
oh, stop it. Stop it now.
Guys,
Oh.
what is he doing to us?
Oh, he's horrible. He's
This
a
is-
monster.
The unions.
I salute the unions.
I salute the unions.
Oh, please don't say that anymore.
You know why? They did get out the Prop 30 yes vote. They spent a lot of money helping him out.
Let's go. I'm going. Let's back up and
A
leave.
lot of massage oils were exchanged
God.
between Jerry Brown and the unions to make this tax increase happen.
Oh, and he brought out the Vaseline for this speech,
And
didn't
then he did his phony pension reform, which hasn't even been acted on, which is useless and worthless. And I tell you, long after he's dead, and he's hoping the brown doggle is named after him, that stupid high-speed rail, this is when all these problems are going to really hit us. All right, when we come back, we'll play clip 2 if you're ready for it, because that's when he brings up.
Oh, no, I can't. I can't do this.
That was only 1 minute out of 24
Oh, God.
that we just played. We couldn't even get through 1 minute without screaming, yelling.
This is an insane asylum. This just can't be.
It is opposite world.
It is, isn't it?
This
is not the real world.
I want to be an optimist. Part of me says, let's Sacramento the entire legislature, go Democratic, raise all their taxes, everyone leaves, and then we'll have to overthrow them. People need that wake-up call. That's all I got. All right, more coming up.
On the John and Ken Show.